January 16th, it's Tuesday, and I just wanted to quick show you a couple projects and then move along to a spin that I just finished up over the weekend. I finished my cowl, you guys. It's on twice and it's really twisted, but do you love it? It's from those self-striping rolags that I carded together from Paradise Fibers, Gems of Paradise November spinning box. And I also finished a pair of socks. I just took a picture of them because we had company and one of the people that was our company was receiving them. So while they were here, we were playing cards. I slipped them on sock forms and just took a picture. So this is hand dyed. The color's not good. It was taken with the old camera, but the new one wasn't here yet. And then also I wanted to quickly show you a picture of those. You're back. So the next thing we're gonna go through is the spin that I just finished up. I was thinking about all the subscription boxes that I get and how you often get like kind of smaller amounts of fiber in them. Not all the, it's like I get one every day. It's not. But I was thinking about that and then thinking about the combo spin that a lot of people have been doing. It was kind of introduced to me through and I think she invented the term, the Passionate Spinner podcast, and I'll actually link that episode below in case you don't know what it is. And what she does is, because she often buys fiber in smaller quantities like 4-ounce braids, which most of us do. In fact, there's one right there. Anyway, and then they're not enough to make a big project like a sweater out of. So she said what she does, I probably shouldn't paraphrase, I hope I don't get anything wrong. I'll try my best. You should watch her though to make sure you know that I didn't say something wrong. She takes, I think it was 7 braids. She takes a number of braids out that all have a color in common, like maybe they all have blue in them. Sorry, I'm watching Luther because I just have to watch him in this room because he'll pee. So anyway, she takes a number of braids that all have a color in common. We're gonna say it's blue. She splits them all a particular way and then she spins them all together. She says, don't worry whether the fiber's different. Don't worry about, like, when I say fiber's different, I mean different breeds, all that, superwash, non-superwash. She puts it all together. And then after she plies it and knits it, it's beautiful. And they always turn out beautiful. There's a huge thread, I think in Spinner Central, which is a Ravelry group. And they're beautiful. So the only time I necessarily don't love them is when people ignore the part about picking a braid that has one unifying color throughout. So those often end up to me looking not as meant to be that way, if that makes sense. Anyway, so what I did was I took 3 packages out of spinning box. Those are typically about 1 ounce. They're all mini bats. Those 3 bats are all polypay, and then I added about 1 ounce, it was just a little bit over 1 ounce, of Coopworth lamb that I dyed myself and carded and processed from raw. And I'm going to buy another fleece because it's amazing. But anyway, and luckily I saved the little tag inside so I can actually tell where I bought it from, because usually that's not how I do things. Usually I'm more like a drunk sailor on a 2-hour leave and less organized. Somewhere in between Martha Stewart and probably a little closer to the drunk sailor. But I digress. So anyway, come on. Told ya. So anyways, the colors that unify this are actually 2 colors. They all either have aqua or green in them. And then all the, oh maybe not. Oh yeah, all the polypay has gray. So I really just wanted to see, like, what will this be like if I spin 4 really thin singles, ply it all together. I got about a sport weight. I took good pictures at the end, but I did knit something so you could see it. And I also took pictures of this that are much more up close and... Hi, this is my dog. Is that not cute too? You can put the little tape bag in there. But I just feel like it's nice to see how it actually works up, and you'll be able to see very well at the end of the spinning video. I learned some stuff from this. I think one of the things I learned is that you get less stripe and more of a heather look when you do it end to end this way, meaning all the singles, each of the 4 singles is just one bat. So because if you do it the other way, the way that I described in the beginning, excuse me, you end up with a single that has a piece of all these different bats, and then when you apply them together, you get all the different bats together. So that's different, and it ended up looking more heathered, which I love, and I will definitely do this again so I can use those 1 ounce little packages for bigger projects because they're so cool. Often you get them and you're like, this is so cool, but I can't do what I want with it because it's small. It's only about 1 ounce. So usually in the spinning box you also get a bigger package of 1 thing. But anyway, so I'm gonna go through the spin. You can just watch me spin each of the singles and then apply it together. You're gonna see my janky applying setup for when I apply anything that's a very thin single. I tend to break them if I use my regular Lazy Kate. It has too much tension for me. I have a Hanson Lazy Kate. It's very, very nice. And I bought it from the Hansons directly, so I paid full price, and I don't like it because it's just too much tension for me. I've never used one before, and I think, you know, sometimes it's harder to like change those things that you learned with. Just like I said, I learned with a double drive, and I still love my double drive, but they don't seem to be that popular. So I hope you enjoy the spin. I hope you also feel like you learned something. I hope it inspires you to maybe try to use some of those little things from your stash that are too small for your projects that you want to do with them. And tell me if you've ever done some kind of stash busting technique. I think the self-striping rolags is another one where you can take small amounts of fiber that you love that you maybe don't have enough of to do like a bigger anything, and put them together, find a way to work them into a bigger project this way. So I will see you later this week with some more stuff. I'm spinning that galaxy.